You're doing kumite like, oh. Okay, try again. This now is my form. This is not my form anymore. This now is a more evolved, better form. Because what it does is it conceals my technique. So now it's just the softness that takes it down. You cannot find the place to push back. I'm applying my power, but I'm in a sneakily way concealing it in this nothingness. You see what I'm saying? So when you move, you got to move like super loose, but have your center on it. A relaxed heaviness. Okay? So when he comes, I want to, like, I'm soft. My snappy, karate punch is going to come out of my softness. But then I'm going to be soft. Oh, my connection is always soft. So as he comes in, bigness to smallness, bigness to smallness. So, and then down. How many times do you see people do knife hand block with their arm? This is the arm, right? We don't want to do knife hand block with our arm. We want to do knife hand block with the shape of our body. We're getting our technique to get closer and closer to the core of our body. So that's knife hand block. Not. See it? Here is a space I'm trying to make my karate go through. My center. If I'm punching, I'm punching through my center, If I'm blocking, whatever the block is, my hands come in and come out from my center. Kicking comes in, goes out from my center. But even my stance step comes into my center and then out from my center. So this is like a corridor, like an imaginary corridor. Okay? At the end of that, what you're going to do is you're going to get this sort of, like, tuk, 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 boom, like the vibration, like that's the end of the oitsuki. So it has a little vibration at the end, so that wave goes out, and then it gets tighter, 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 and then you put it under some acceleration, and that becomes a punch. I'm not pushing, I'm squeezing. Different. So if you anticipate your sensei's count and you get a little bobble, you're pushing a little bit. You don't notice it in the movement because it gets concealed. But when you're training and you think the count's coming, and you go to move but nobody moves and you're kind of like, oh, oops, and you feel that little tilt because you're pushing. You don't want to push. And the correct accidental reaction would be. See, and that's no different than coming up from your center, right? I think when you're doing these movements here, you get that vibration. It's like, so I'm going to really exaggerate it. In the kata, it's going to be pretty tight, but it's like. Whole body block. Does that make sense? It's hard. I mean, stepping, big movement, pretty easy, but controlling these little tight hip vibrations are pretty, they're much harder. And it's not just this. Then it's going to look kind of stilted. My energy's going to feel kind of inside me, but I want to feel like, when you step in kamae. Right? You're going to be like, I mean, think about the blocks in your kata. They're doing that, aren't they? It's not this. Requirement number 1. Relax. Chill. Okay? And the thing is, Shotokan people, I really love the standard, I had my dojo years. People come from all over. The standard, awesome, You guys all look awesome. I mean, there's a lot of fluff karate. You guys are not fluff. You're like serious karate.
Amen.
But I think the one thing we can maybe do a little bit is relax a little bit more. Think about what I was saying. You don't want to be the sine wave where you're kind of tense and then your tightness is not quite as tight as it should be. You're like baseline, almost nothing. Like nothing. Like no background noise, no nothing. And then bam, it just happens. And then you're immediately back to that baseline. Do you follow? So I would say just super relax, And I would say even try to integrate some exercises in your practice, like just doing things like this, or doing kumite, and every now and then just shake your shoulders and keep them nice and loose again, you know, get that kind of tension out, get back down to your center. So there's always a little bit of a connection to your center, but almost 99% of the time, the body's super, super loose and relaxed. So I would say that. Then next, I would say try to get that feeling of almost like a wave going through your body. You know, to be like, why is he always talking about feeling, the feeling teacher? It's a freaking feeling. That's why I'm talking about it. Do you understand? Yeah, this has no feeling to me. You know, this has a feeling to me that I equate with karate. This is movement. This is just movement. Sometimes you watch people do kata, even at world-class level. You see beautiful movement. I don't see the inside thing. I don't see that, whoa. You know, I almost felt it when you did it, you know. Okay, so I would try to get that. Try to get that wave to go through your body. And it's really just good, it's a really intimate connection to every part of your body. You know, so I can almost like create a wave goes through your body. Like making Kizamizuki instead of Kizamizuki, like, it's like, I'm exaggerating it, so you can see that, right? But later, just back, in. This back, in. Okay? But I'm going to kind of compress in on this side. I'm making my front feel like this side compresses. So I'm kicking, I press, close like that. So this is front. When he's coming, I'm kind of going. One feeling, it just always overwhelms karate. Like you try fast, try that. Okay. Then go side. And then we're gonna massage your partner. But you know, it's because he deserves a massage. That's but also because this is also connection too. Everybody learns in the beginning, but then it's like through the corridor. Different punch. Whole body like a wave rippling through it. Ripples through it. You see? Inside feeling. I really think that's the karate. Karate is always going closer and closer inside. Of course, you approach it from the outside. You know, how do I articulate this movement? How can I be mindful enough and concentrate enough that one hand's not going helter-skelter? I mean, you're like, okay, but this is self-control, right? You're learning to control your thing, your everything. Okay, so I'm articulating the movement. Then the next thing is like, how is the movement connecting? How is the inside of my body breathing? What is my intention when I'm doing that? When I'm stepping, can I feel that thing go out? It sounds crazy, but I feel it. I'm just telling you what I feel. If they say they're a teacher, their number one objective is to get you to be better than them. I think this is, unless a teacher can make that statement, they cannot call themselves as a teacher. Because honestly, what really remains? You know, I'm going to come and go. Funakashi came and went, right? Karate is constant. I'm going to come and go. Karate is going to be constant. You're all going to come and go. Next generation. Do you follow? So it's what are you doing? You're a servant to the process. So getting everybody up to a level where they're like superseding the last, that's, I think, honors what we're doing.